What's up? So, this is going to be a first commentary on my YouTube channel. Haven't done this since about 2010, 2012, but just wanted to go over something, just cover my thoughts on various things I've seen on YouTube, and just kind of want to keep it original as best as I can and not make it look like I'm just kind of regurgitating articles of that sort. But to get into the topic at hand, I watched a very good video about game preservation. And on that topic, they were talking about PS3 and Xbox games going, for the future of retro game collecting and things like that. And I don't see it discussed enough too much. I mean, there is other YouTubers that are pretty big that have already talking about this, but I feel like they don't really cover the point of in the future, once these systems go offline, like PSN and Xbox Live for the 360 and the next generations, if I'm mistaken, the next ones are the 7th and 8th gen that we're currently on with the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, things like that. Most of these games going forward, I feel, are going to be massive paperweights. And what I mean by that is, it's self-explanatory. I kind of already explained it. Once these systems go offline, once these games don't have the proper updates, they're virtually unplayable. Because here's an example. Went to a game store. As you can see by the channel, I'm an avid sports fan, big-time sports fan. I love sports video games, and also I love story games and single-player shooters. I play pretty much everything. But my point is, bought Madden 09. Seen the collector's edition. I love collector's editions for the cheap. It was $5. I bought it for PS3. Take it home. I dumped it. That's going to be a video discussion for another time. But I dumped the disc on my computer, backed it up, and I played it on an emulator. And I noticed there were a lot of graphical glitches when I went into the Madden moments. But it didn't make the game unplayable. It made it kind of look cool. Like, kind of made like an overcast kind of look when you played night games. But to my point is, then I had to download the update, which right now, as far as this video stands, and this video could age like milk in the next 5 years or 10 years at that matter. But I downloaded the update, and the game played 10 times smoother on the emulator. So, that's my point. This is where the point of the video ends or starts. I don't want to drag it on too long, because this doesn't need to be a 5, 10, 20-minute video. But to get to my point, we should start thinking about the impacts of updates and how they don't finish games. And it's a tired subject. It really is a tired subject, because a lot of people have already covered this type of thing. There's been warnings already within the past years and recently, that they're basically making games that aren't finished. For example, the biggest example is Cyberpunk. I can't speak too much for that. I haven't played it. I'm not going to be one of those type of people that are going to talk on something that they didn't play. But there's enough of it out there. It's already covered. It will not be covered by me unless I buy it. But that's the greatest example. They're literally making games now, and it's been kind of a test bed since the PS3 era, or that 6th gen. And again, if I'm wrong on my gens, just put in the comments that I'm wrong. I'm not going to re-edit this video. You guys got the gist of what I'm talking about. But, it's kind of scary, and it's starting to bring up the second point of media going forward into the new age. I get the fact a lot of people don't want to have their shelf space taken up by physical media or physical games or physical knickknacks, which is perfectly fine. I understand that. I'm never going to berate anybody, who wants to have it clean and just for their entertainment purposes. They don't have a lot of clutter around the house. I totally get that. But the streamlined process of digital everything, technically, when we rent or even buy, for example, off Amazon Prime, a video or a movie, we do not actually own it. We cannot actually back it up, which technically, if you know how to work around, you can just screen capture the movie and save it onto your hard drive. But that's another video, another day. We don't own the movies, and that's a very interesting topic going forward for the future, because I feel the average consumer going forward in the next 2 decades or 20 years, there's not going to be a real value on physical media, because we're already being trained. This is the way, the norm. Unfinished games, buying rental licenses you don't even own. That's insane in my eyes, because I grew up with physical media and physical goods, and now lately I've been getting into emulation, preserving, dumping, ripping, and backing up on things on hard drives or flash thumb drives, for that matter, just to preserve media, And then here's the third point to kind of just wrap this whole thing up. Right now with the WWE on Peacock, they edited a lot. Oh man, they edited a lot of matches, and that's censorship. And we're getting into that territory now. And just to kind of wrap this up so it's not too long, and of course there'll be timestamps to let you know which points I'm talking about. This is a weird time we're living in when it comes to entertainment. I don't like where it's heading. I don't think the average consumer will fight or understand how important it is. You're spending your hard-earned money. If it's something you own, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want with it. And that's why things like right to repair are so important. So, in conclusion, to end my point, I'm all for physical media. I'm a big advocate, and if you have the money, back everything up, buy anything you can to dump or save media or game cartridges, and let's not try to lose our rights, and let's not try to be censored, and let's make sure we push for things and make things like non-edited, because we already see they're trying to rewrite history, with various other political topics and things like that. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm just going to end it there. If I feel probably anything else on the subject, well, make another video. It's whatever. I don't get paid for this. And that'll be it. Thanks for listening.